let's talk about AI cover node. So first of all, each AI node need to intersect a nav mesh vertically, but for sake of simplicity, we'll just add the node on the nav mesh. So I have like this little scene where I have different cover type, and each of the AI behind the cover, they have like a really small nav mesh, so they cannot go out of it, so they have more chances to use the cover node. You can also like force an AI to use a specific node, but we won't do that. That will be like cover the tutorial. So click the nav mesh, Shift X to center marker, and from the top view, this one, you can decide where you want to add the node, and then you type, you add a new object, and it will be inside the AI node. You click this to expand, and it will be AI cover node. Just add a cover node, which is one thing that is important is that you want to, for each cover, you want 20 centimeters away from the wall on both sides. So 20 centimeters this side and other side. And this will be what is called a cover step. So the AI will be standing behind the wall and peeking either left or right to fire at you while in cover. I will show you a bunch of pictures for each of the different cover. We want to use the most useful one will be cover step, cover back, cover duck peak, and cover duck stand. So this is a cover step, which is the AI standing and then peeking from the side. This is also a cover step. Again, the first picture here is like the perfect representation of a cover step. And the other one, not so much. This is a cover duck. So the AI is behind the cover in crouch position. This is also a cover duck. This is a cover duck stand. So instead of being in duck, crouched, the AI will be standing behind the obstacle. This is a cover duck peak, so crouching but he's peeking on the side. This is also a cover duck peak, and this is a cover back, so back on the wall with the cover. So let's start with the cover step, which the AI will be standing and then peeking on the side. So we have this, press F2 to the top view. We have like this cone of vision, like this, and 3 radius of circle, blue circle. So the first thing you want to do is to rotate, in rotation, the cone of vision to face where the player will be. So like this. Like that, because if I look in the 3D view, you can see like the cone of vision, barely, but you can see it. You want the AI to be like peeking here and facing like a bit on the side like that. So you don't want, if the player is out of this cone of vision, then the cover node won't be valid. And for the 3 circle, the outer one is the distance, that the size of the length of the cone. So if I change that to 2000, which is the boundary radius, the cover now, the player can be way farther and the cover is still valid. Now the middle circle, that's for the, it's called just the radius. That's the radius where the AI the AI can be to use the node. So if the AI is out of this radius, then the node doesn't exist for him. And the inner circle is the threat radius. The threat radius, which is here, like this one, that if the player enters this radius, then the cover node is not valid anymore. So that's it for the important stuff. If I go in the 3D view, this cover, the AI will be peeking from the left, like this. Since there are no option to decide which direction the AI peek, left or right, What you need to do, there's a little trick that is a bit weird, but you need to go in rotation and you need to change the roll for 180 degree. This will make the cover flip the direction. So you want to use 180 degree when the AI is speaking left from this point of view. Now what we'll do is that we'll copy that to the other pillar. So place a marker, Control C, Control V. So I copy the node to here, and I want again 22 centimeter. And this time, if I rotate this correctly now, like that, this time the AI will be facing, need to peak from the right side. So you want this to be 0, that rotation. So by default 0. And this is it for the cover step. Now we'll take a look at the next one, which is the cover duck and the cover duck stand. So I will copy that, and I will copy it to the stand, duck, I mean, Control V. And I want to put that back at this. And for a cover duck, there's no direction of facing. So then you want the rotation like to be 0, this one, and you also want to rotate that. You want to set the field of vision first, the size of it, which is called the FOV. You can change it to something like 50, which is way bigger, and put that cone of vision rotation, rotate it like to the where the player must be for the cover to be valid. So now what I have is like the AI will be behind this. It will crouch, and it can, the cone of vision is way larger because the AI can look left and right. There's more like range for the AI to aim. So the player can be here, it will work. That's why you want a bigger cone. Now I want to copy that. I also want to change the cover type for cover duck, because that's a cover duck. And I want to copy this to the other side, Control V. And this one will be a cover duck stand. So it's the same thing as the cover duck. We don't change any setting. Cover duck stand is the same thing, but the AI will be standing instead. This is why like it's a bit higher. And speaking of units, the cover duck, it's 1 meter of height, the maximum, or like normally you want 1 meter of height for the cover duck, for the AI to be able to shoot you behind the cover. And for the cover duck stand, you can go to maximum 1 meter and 30 centimeter more. That's the maximum of height for the cover duck stand. So now what I will do is I will do the next cover, which is the cover duck peak. And this one use a direction, left or right, same as the cover step. So what I want to do is I want to select like the one of the cover step. I want to copy it. So now I copy the one facing right. So copy that, pass it, and put that like that. And now this AI change that to cover duck peak, and we don't change anything else. The AI will be facing right, like this, this side, right. Now I want to copy the one cover step that is facing left. So like this, copy. And this one has the rotation trick with 180 because it will be, AI will be facing left. And we need to change it to cover the peak, of course. And then we're done. We want to do the next cover type, which will be the cover back. So cover back is also a cover with a direction. So let's copy the, I start with the one facing right, and I copy that here. And for the cover back, what is important is that there's like this little yellow arrow, and this is the direction the AI will be facing, and like not left or right, but like in rotation where the AI torso will be looking at. So it will change when you rotate the like when you rotate the cone of vision, the AI will of course be follow like this direction. But what if you want to have the AI facing a different angle than the cone of vision? You'd want to change the facing offset. So if I change that, you see the yellow arrow will move independently. And for a cover back, you want the back of the AI to be facing the wall. So this is why I want the yellow arrow to be inverse of the wall. Now I will do the one facing, like peeking at the left. I'm always telling facing, but it's more like peeking right or left, the direction. So I copy the one peeking on the left. And now this is for the cover back, but peeking. Oh no, that's the wrong one. I want left. So I want copy this one. Copy that. Okay. And now same thing as the previous one. We want to change the facing offset to be back of the wall. And this one has also like the rotation because it's peeking from the left side. So here peeking from the left, and this one is peeking from the right. This is it for this tutorial, this setting. Now we can test the map. And we have this lovely picture. But it's good, like the picture are nice to understand. So if I wake up the AI, okay, it took some time, but yeah. Now they are taking cover from the cover step. So you can see like they're peeking to the side, like that. And they can also blind fire if they want to. Now the next one is a cover duck, so they are ducking. One is ducking, the other is standing behind cover. And this one is a cover peek, so he's like ducking but is peeking from the side. And for the cover back, the AI, if they want to take cover, because I didn't force them to take cover, so you can see a bit. Also, if I'm too close for them, they won't do the move. Oh, I think I forgot to change them for cover back. Actually, I think this is why. Let's check that. Yeah, we forgot to change. So they're trying to like take cover from like the other side. So we want to change those for cover back. This one and that one need to be cover back. Save and process. Oh, I will also show you how to debug the cover. I should have done that. Like there's a shortcut to see if the cover are valid. It will be Shift and then F11, and now you can see each cover node. When they are yellow, it means the cover is valid. So if I go too close, they will become red because I'm entering the treat radius. Same thing for those, they become yellow. You can see like this side yellow and this one yellow now. Oh, I forgot to put the gun mode. That's a great tutorial. Okay, So now I try again the... Oh, and they can throw grenade also for cover. Ah! And now they see, you see like now they're taking cover back. So now their back is facing the wall and they are like firing from the side like that. Which is pretty badass. Okay, so this is it for this tutorial. It was a bit on the long term, but we did it. And we covered all of the information for the cover we will use the most. Of course, there's more cover. Like there's specific cover for like the assassin enemy or like the robot, but this is for like the main like soldier. So it's the most important one. See you next time.